Briannasobabyy.
You can just call me Bree.
Welcome back to my video. And we back. And today we're going to be talking about my work experiences. Yes, we are. Oh my god. So when I first started working, I was like, how old was I? I think I was like 19, and I started working at Express.
Let me just tell you this, first and foremost,
Express
is not it.
Like, oh my gosh, like, I will never ever work for Express, ever. If you think...
No.
No. First of all, the pay is
horrible.
It was so lame. Oh my gosh, and they made us like watch these tutorial videos of
stuff that you already know. Like,
I already had like customer service experience and whatever. They would used to always ask me to stay like, not overnight, but like
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock
in the morning to do, what do they call it? They call it like floor sets, I think, to like
fix up the merchandise
and like put
out new stuff and
like
change the store around.
It was so annoying, and like literally you couldn't have your earphones on, your earbuds. I mean,
okay, I get that,
but like really, like it was just so lame. There was like a guy manager and a girl manager. The guy manager, he was pretty cool, he was all right, but the girl manager, she was such a bitch, bro. Like, she was not it. I actually was supposed to be
promoted
to co-manager. Basically, it's like someone like right before you be a manager. The guy manager told me, oh yeah, we're gonna promote you, you're doing great, this.
They never up my pay.
Like it was like a whole
month. And it's like, yo, what's going on?
They never gave me they told me they were gonna do it, and every single time that I went back to them, they gave me some runaround excuse. Like, it never happened. I'm like,
why are you gonna sit there and tell someone something and then not do it? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like,
that was one flag right there. Like, one flag right there, and I'm over it. The second flag to where I started looking for another job, because I literally told the girl manager, because the guy manager wasn't there. So I told the girl, I was like, I'm going to vacation. I went to New York, but I was leaving for, I think it was like 2 weeks. So I told her I was leaving for
2 weeks.
And we went in the back. She put it in the computer with me, and she was like, this date, and this date. I'm like, yes. I was confirming the dates that I was not going to be there. So I'm in New York. I get a call. Why are you late? Or why are you not here for your shift? I'm like, I already put in my vacation. Like, I'm not in the state right now. Like, he's like, oh, did you go online and like do it online? I'm like, no, the girl manager, she did it for me. He's like, well, you're supposed to do it yourself, like on the self-service thing or whatever. I'm like, well, I just let her know and she just did it for me. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna go call her and confirm. So he calls her and she
lied
on me. She was like, oh, she never confirmed this date. She did confirm the week, but the date that I was supposed to work, she basically said
I did not confirm that specific date.
He calls me back and I'm just like, you know what? I quit while I was in New York. And then I was applying for other jobs for when I got back. And then the
pandemic hit.
So like I could not, cause I used to like always like work in the mall. So the pandemic hit, the little COVID thing, and all the malls got shut down. So like,
dang, what am I gonna do for a job?
Only thing that was open was essential stores. Do you know what that means?
I ended up working at Target.
Let me tell you, I worked at Target for like up to my very first paycheck. That's like what, a month or like a couple weeks? I don't know. I think I worked for like 3 weeks at Target, because I was working like in the clothing area because I had like, you know, my retail experience, and it was so stupid because like basically, oh my god, girl, you would have like a whole rack in the back room just full of clothes. I'm talking about
clothes on clothes on clothes on
clothes.
Like, it was like 2, 3, 4
racks
of clothes. And then sometimes if they were backed up for cashiers, they would call the style assaultant, which was like me. I wasn't the only one, obviously, but they would call the style assaultant to like back up the cashiers. So during COVID, I'm just like, I don't want to touch nothing. Like, I'll put on my little gloves and like I was like, you know, scanning the little shit. And in my head, I'm thinking like, wow, this is like not for me. And there was this one incident that happened. It was like a team lead and like a manager. One of the team leads told me to go fold the clothes. So I'm like folding the clothes, minding my own business. And then another team lead said, go to back up the cashiers. So I'm like,
I'm folding clothes. She told me to fold clothes.
I'm not trying to get in trouble because she told me to fold clothes. Now you're telling me to back up the cashier. I continue folding my clothes. I'm just like trying to finish up so I can go over there. And then a manager had walked by and she was like, oh, didn't we call you to go back up the cashiers? And I'm like, yeah, but someone else told me to fold the clothes. And then they were like, okay, go to the cashiers. So I go over there, the girl that told me to, the original girl, not the manager, but the other team lead that told me to go to the, back up the cashier, she's like, oh, didn't I tell you to come over here, this? I'm like, well, yeah, someone else told me to do this. And then she was like, well, I'm telling you this. I'm like,
whoa, rude.
So obviously I'm gonna have an attitude. I just started walking. Like, she can keep on talking, I'm gonna keep walking. She thought I was gonna go walk to a cashier. I kept walking to the front to go get like the go back, a basket full of like items that you have to go put back. I just kept walking and I went to go do the go backs because I'm not gonna sit up here and have anyone talk to me like that. So then after doing that, they called me to the office.
They really opened up my file and looked for something to fire me about.
They were like, oh, you've been showing up late, this. I'm like, well, how late? By like
1-2 minutes
late. But if you're not punching at the exact time, then you're considered late. I'm like,
wow.
You already know I'm in the building. So like, oh, this is gonna be like a verbal warning or whatever. I'm like, whatever. I walked down the stairs and I walked out. I never went back. Target was like the most hated job that I've ever worked. So yeah, those are my work experiences when I first started off working as a little teenager. But anyways, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give a like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know down below, what job do you work? Like, where do you work at? Let me know. But anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day.